Hello everyone, this is Jay Wengrow from A Common Sense Guide to AI. I may run a blog explaining how to use AI, but that doesn't mean that I love everything about AI. Far from it. Today I'm going to explore what for me is one of the most unsettling AI apps. It's useful and powerful, sure, but also deeply unsettling, although that might just be me. See what you think. There's a website called HeyGen that creates what they call an avatar. This avatar can come prefabricated, or you can create a custom one. In this post, I'll focus on creating a custom avatar. Basically, the idea of a custom avatar is that you can feed HeyGen some text, and then HeyGen will make a video of you speaking that text. That's right, HeyGen generates a realistic video that features your face and your voice making a speech, even though you never actually recorded yourself saying that speech. The process for creating the custom avatar was actually pretty seamless and straightforward. I used my smartphone to record myself speaking for 2 minutes straight. I didn't prepare a script, and I learned the hard way that it's actually really hard, for me at least, to talk for 120 seconds straight. I ended up saying some pretty ridiculous stuff. Her children were pretty much insane. One child's name was Ruben, and he was just really something else. He drove a bus, which went round and round. Now, not the wheels. The wheels didn't go round and round. The bus itself went round and round. Fortunately, the precise content of my speech did not matter. I just needed to follow a few of HeyGen's guidelines, such as filming myself against a neutral background, staring straight at the camera, pausing and breathing between sentences, and not making unusual or sudden gestures. However, I wasn't able to arrange for good lighting as they recommended, so the video itself wasn't the highest quality, but that's okay, because I was only trying out HeyGen experimentally anyway. After I uploaded my video to HeyGen, I had to do just a couple of steps to verify my identity, and after that I waited briefly for everything to process, and boom, my custom avatar was born. Essentially, I cloned myself. At this point, I can head over to my personal workspace and create a video featuring my avatar. It's drop dead simple. All you have to do is enter the text that you want your avatar to say. Once you've entered your text, you hit the submit button, select a few settings, and then you just wait for your video to be generated. Once your video is created, you can play it on the website or you can download it. Here is the video that I created. Hey there, it's Jay Wengrow's clone. HeyGen is pretty unsettling. It's so strange to see a clone of myself speaking. Do you agree, or do you think this is super cool? So that's certainly my face and my voice, at least approximately. The voice has a kind of flat affect to it. Frankly, I find it somewhat unsettling to watch a robotic, flat clone of myself, although others may find it cool. I suppose that it's both cool and unsettling at the same time. On that note, I have to call out HeyGen for some lame marketing. As of this post, when you first create an avatar, the website presents a video of HeyGen's CEO. In it, he presents 2 versions of himself speaking and asks you to guess which is real and which is AI.
Topper and the Bug. In 1947,
he then reveals that,
alright, it may sound crazy, but both videos are generated with my AI avatar.
While this revelation is meant to astound you, this is actually, in my opinion, sleight of hand that denies us a chance to compare a real video against its AI counterpart. When both videos are AI generated, sure, they'll both look good. However, if we'd watch a real video against an AI equivalent, I suspect that we'd very often notice the difference, since the real person will be more emotive. Besides for being an interesting toy, HeyGen has a number of practical uses. For companies that produce videos, instead of actually recording people speaking, they can create each person's avatar just once, and then create new videos almost instantly, by simply feeding the avatar the text of the speech that you wanted to say. Another potential use is using an avatar for a website chatbot. That is, when a chatbot responds to you, instead of giving you text that you can read, it instead generates a video of a realistic support person who provides you with the info you're looking for. Now, I mentioned being unsettled by this technology. There are 3 reasons why, each one progressively worse than the previous one. Firstly, as I mentioned, it's just weird seeing a clone of yourself, especially when it's less emotive than your true self. The second issue, though, gets dark pretty quickly. Basically, HeyGen technology raises the question, how can you ever be sure that you're communicating with a real person? If you're on Zoom or FaceTime with someone, especially if you don't know them, there's now always that question hovering in the background. Am I talking to a real human or an imitator bot? The third problem is an extension of the second one, and that is the issue of scammers. Theoretically, a scammer can obtain a photo or video footage of a relative or close friend of yours and generate a video of them, say, asking you for money. You may receive a FaceTime or WhatsApp call and see your dad and he's asking you to buy him gift cards. I am not the alarmist type, but it's good for everyone to be aware of the dangers that lurk out there, so you can be on guard and protect yourself when necessary. This stuff is happening out there right now. There was even a crypto phishing scam that used HeyGen's CEO in a fake ad. You can see a link to that story in the post text. As HeyGen and similar technologies get even better, scammers will certainly try to use them to their advantage. In the end, HeyGen is certainly fascinating and has some practical use for a number of business applications, but at the same time, there's a danger to this kind of AI as well. We'll have to continue to watch it and see how this tech continues to be adopted. Thanks for joining me.